Hello students, today I'm going to show you how to do selective color or color splash in RAW. And what I've done is selected a photograph. This one's actually quite colorful, but I want to keep the color of what's going on in their outfits and desaturate the background. So what I'm going to do is open in Camera Raw. In Photoshop we would use a brush and desaturate everything and bring back color where we want. In RAW we're going to go to this HSL grayscale and we're going to choose saturation because we would be desaturating. And I'm going to desaturate one color at a time. So I'm pulling the color out of these first four tabs, and I'm actually going to increase a little bit of these last few. I want to keep my pinks, purples, and blues up. Now I can also increase the luminance on some of those just to kind of brighten them up a little bit as well. Now, there is a way using the adjustment brush tool that if there are any unwanted areas of color still existing out there, I can add a new brush and I can pull that saturation to -100. And so what I can do is I can use uncheck auto mask. I can use that to maybe pull out some of the pink that exists over here in the snow. I can bring some of that down. And I apologize, I need to bring that exposure back to 0 because it's increasing everything else. So I'm going to hit clear all. Okay, so now I've brought my saturation down and I can pull a little bit of that pink color out of what's reflecting on the snow there. Or if there were any areas where some color was still creeping in that I want to pull out, I can do that. I actually kind of like the blue that's sitting up there, so I actually don't want to pull the color out of that area there, just pulling some of it out of the reflection. But I think my colors are kind of popping nicely here. Not extraordinarily bright, but kind of making it look a little bit more like an aged photograph. And what I'm going to also do is I am going to go back to the hand tool so I can get back to my main settings. I'm going to go to my effects tab and I am going to add a post-crop vignetting, and this adds a little bit more of a dramatic vignette around there than just our regular vignetting in the other spaces. So I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring my midpoint in just a little bit. I could change my roundness if I choose and make the feather a little softer around the edges. I'm actually going to leave my highlights at 0 because what I want to do is focus then that image there. So at this point I could hit save image and I could resave this as our after. So I'm going to do is I'm going to call it selective color after and hit save. And then I'm going to hit cancel so it won't save over top of that. And from this point we have gone from this image to this one. So let me drag these next to one another. And you can see the before, very bright, still very nice colorful picture. And then our after, desaturating, bringing the focus in more on them and the color of their clothing. So you want to pick a picture of yours as well as using my picture, something that has some selective colors that stand out to you, and bring it into RAW and do the vignetting. Good luck!